What's up everyone, Liam here and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's going to be a bit of a different video. It's something that I haven't tried yet on this channel because all the content that you've really been seeing from me is to do with me and my journey on my coaching. But now it's time for me to try something a bit different and hopefully expand out just to try some new exciting things and make some more enjoyable content, you could say. Over the past 12 months, I've been developing this channel by creating fun and engaging activities for you, which were mainly in the first lockdown, which started in sort of March, April time. But now the weather's getting a bit more rubbish. Obviously, we can't go outside to play football here in Wales with the new restrictions coming into place soon. So I thought I would make something a little bit different and try out a bit of a more creative approach to the content on this channel. So over the past few years, I've been developing quite an enjoyment and sort of a passion for media in general. I took media as one of my A-levels in college and I developed some pretty good or base level of video editing skills, which was how I basically started doing YouTube in the first place. And it's how I got the idea of creating the channel. So I thought I would develop those skills in media and sort of take those ideas into today's video. All the time when I'm watching TV or I'm seeing ads on YouTube or there's ads on TV, all I see are these expensive brands with new improved adverts that have clearly cost millions of pounds to make. After watching all these adverts, I really started to think to myself, how hard could it be to make a pretty good level of an advert with pretty much no budget at all? Because obviously these brands, like the one I'm wearing now, Nike, they have billions and billions to spend on new adverts and promote their new sort of ideals. Say for football, they promote new boots all the time with pro footballers and world-renowned celebrities. But I thought I would try today to see if I can make my own Nike football advert in just 24 hours. I'm not going to have much of a budget to make one. All I'm going to have is my tripod for my phone to record it, a pair of football boots, a cameraman to help me record, a grassroots local football pitch, and a single football. They are the only things I'm going to be using, so my budget is pretty much £0, obviously apart from the money I spent on my boots, the footballs I've got from my coaching job. So yeah, I'm going to be spending hardly any money on this compared to what the big companies pay, and it'll be interesting to see how close of a resemblance I can make in my advert compared to what they do with their massive adverts that they advertise to the world. Like I said at the start of this video, this is something that I haven't done before. It's just a really different and completely new approach that I've taken because I just want to start over the Christmas period to create some fun content really and stuff that's just more enjoyable to watch, because I've got a lot of videos uploaded now with activity ideas. So if you did still want to engage in football over the Christmas period, there are lots of activities for you to check out, and obviously I will leave the links to them in the description. But yeah, over the Christmas period, I really want to just take a different approach. I want to create some new fun and sort of just videos that might make you laugh, especially with the video that we're making next week. It's going to be an absolutely amazing video. I can't wait to go out and film it at the start of next week. But yeah, this video I'm sure will be really enjoyable to film as well. We're going out to record it later. Hopefully the rain will go off for that, but if not, we'll have to wait for another day. So if you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave it a like. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications, because like I said, over the Christmas period, I'm going to be releasing a lot of new videos and lots of new fun ideas. And if you have any ideas yourself of videos you'd like to see on my channel, make sure you leave it in the comments as well, because with all the free time I have now until what looks like near the end of January, I'm going to be releasing loads of videos, loads of new content, and loads of ideas which I've had quite stacked up for a while now. It'll be fun to finally get them all recorded and uploaded. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. So in order to get this video all sorted and make it look as realistic as possible to being a proper Nike football advert, we need a list of instructions as to how we're going to carry out this video. Number one, we need an equipment list for exactly what we're going to need to film the video. So we're going to need a location. I'm going to be picking the closest football pitch to me, which is called the Circle, although it's set out as a square, don't ask. We're also then going to need a football. I've got a load of footballs in the boot of my car, so we're going to use one of them, which happens to be a Nike football. Perfect. Number three, we're going to need the right clothing. So I'm going to be wearing a full navy navy Nike outfit with a pair of Nike Phantom football boots. But once I've edited the video, I'm planning on making it black and white, so that will completely take out any sort of illusion of colours, because if I were to mix my yellow boots with a navy outfit, it probably wouldn't look right. So once I edit it to look black and white, you won't be able to notice the colours. Number 4, we're going to need a cameraman, and we're going to use the same cameraman that I used for my documentary video at the end of the summer. I will leave the links to his social media pages in the description, although he won't be revealing his identity. Number 5, we're going to need an item to record with and an item to hold the recording item. So as with all the videos I made on this channel, I'm going to be using my iPhone to record. I'm also going to be using a small tripod for my iPhone to hold the camera, or for the cameraman to use whilst helping me record the video. On my iPhone now, I actually have 4K editing and 4K recording, which is fantastic because it's just as good as the cameras that would be used in professional adverts. So that will help me in the process of making this look as realistic as possible. Lastly, what we're going to need for this video is a slogan to use for my advert. And obviously every Nike advert you watch, or if you search them up on YouTube, they all have a slogan, which is sort of that little phrase that they use to catch the audience's sort of memory, and it'll always jog their memory when they come back to watch that advert. That is the phrase they will remember it by. So I'm going to use a famous Martin Luther King quote, which is "keep moving." There is a short bit of footage on the internet of him reading out the speech in front of an audience, and he finishes off by saying, "If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl, but by all means keep moving." And I think that's quite fitting to use for this advert, because it just sort of explains the whole idea of why I'm going to be promoting these new Nike football boots. And if you're using them in football, you always want to keep moving. You want to keep the opposition on their toes, and you want to use your new football boots to their biggest advantage. So I feel like that would be a pretty good slogan to use for the advert, and it makes it quite realistic. So it is time for me to go and record the video. So I'm going to go and head off now, get changed, call the cameraman, make sure he's up and ready to record this advert, and hopefully we're going to have quite a lot of fun recording this. I'm actually quite excited to see how this comes out, because obviously once I recorded the footage, I'll be able to watch it all back, edit it down so it looks really realistic like a Nike advert. Hopefully we get some quite good results. So I will see you after we've recorded the video. So we are back, we've recorded the video, and I can say we had so much fun getting the footage together and putting it all together. There'll be a load of bloopers which I'll include in the editing part of this video.
I'm down. Goodness. Oh, that's going in the bloopers.
Hot pizza rolls, Totino's, everybody's talking about Totino's, hot pizza rolls, Totino's.
But yeah, it was something, like I said before, completely new that I haven't tried before, and I feel like once I've edited it, it actually could look like a proper Nike advert. And obviously I'm not expecting it to look like, you know, the full-on professional Nike adverts, because one, I'd probably get copyrighted, and also just because obviously they have, again, like I've said so many times, millions and millions of pounds in the budget to make those adverts, and I've basically used hardly any budget for this video. So yeah, it's just for fun purposes. You know, obviously I'm not going to expect a copyright claim from Nike for this, because in no way am I expecting it to be used in advertising. I'm not going to be making any money from this. It was just purely just for a bit of fun. So yeah, now I've got all the footage, I'm going to get it all downloaded, and hopefully then once I start editing, we will be able to piece the footage together and make it seem like an actual Nike advert. So what you're seeing now is sped up footage of me editing the footage that I got for this Nike advert. And I can say it was quite hard to edit this footage. In previous videos, I haven't been recording in 4K, but with the new iOS feature on my iPhone, that where you can use 4K editing, I thought I would give it a go because obviously it improves the quality of when you're recording, and for this video that's kind of crucial in making the advert seem as realistic and professional as possible. So through all this editing footage, I then realized that I would actually also need some music to go in the background, and usually in Nike adverts it's like really intense music to sort of keep up with the intense pace of the professional or the celebrity that's usually sort of running around like a madman in the advert. But what I noticed from my footage was I was basically doing the same, which is good because again it keeps it realistic like Nike adverts. But if I want to keep up with the intensity of the footage I recorded, I needed to use some intense music to go with it. So for that, I wanted to find the right person who knows his stuff about music beats to find me the right music to use for my advert. So I gave my friend Tom Mandane a quick call on Snapchat. Tom Mandane is a good friend of mine from college who does music on SoundCloud and Spotify. He actually had people from 17 different countries this year listening to his music on Spotify, which I find pretty cool. Hopefully in the future YouTube will release so I can review how many people from different countries are watching my videos. But yeah, I thought I'd give him a call, see what he thought. I've showed him a bit of the footage and he came back to me with 5 different beats, which I then sampled to see which one would fit the best in my video. And then I came down to this last beat right here. So after looking at this beat, I realized this would absolutely fit the advert. It sounds just like, and I was almost certain that I thought I'd heard it before in a Nike advert, but no, it wasn't. It's a completely copyright free beat and it hasn't been previously in a Nike advert before, which is absolutely perfect for me because I can then use it in my video and I won't get, hopefully, any copyright claims. But if Nike do decide to somehow see the video with the 0.01% chance they do, and I do get a copyright claim, then all I'll just do is redo the video to use my brand of Liam Davis coaching instead of the Nike brand, because they simply can't copyright claim me for using my own brand. But yeah, like I said, it's just something to have a bit of fun with, just sort of test out my editing skills and have a bit of fun with recording, because again, we want to try and create as much fun and engaging content whilst we're stuck indoors again, just like we were with the first lockdown. So yeah, obviously now this editing will be done. I'm going to take off the final little bit of touches and just sort of, you know, put the last little trims on it just to make sure that it looks all crystal clear. The editing will then go into a rendering process to make sure that it's in full quality, and this is now the end product that I came out with. So obviously this has taken me quite a few days to edit, and it's quite a strenuous process again, just because of how high quality the footage was. It made things quite laggy and slow in the rendering process, and then actually downloading the video, showing it to a few friends to see if they had any tips on how to change things. But yeah, this is now the final product, so I hope you enjoy this advert that I made. I had a lot of fun making it. Me and cameraman really enjoyed the whole process of recording it. We put some really fun ideas into it, and I hope you enjoy watching our advert.
If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.